Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I will be sharing our newsletter with you. In our last newsletter, I mentioned that we are writing a new book on creating an estimating system for your company. I asked for any input you are willing to share with us and to send it to me at michael@markupandprofit.com. Your note may include any problems or questions you have about estimating, and those are welcome as well. The more people that send in comments and questions, the better the book will be. So please, lend a hand here and send me your notes. We look forward to hearing from each of you. Thank you. Remember also our webinar on September 16th on how to hire new employees. This presentation will be by Contractor Staffing Source, and Devin and I will attend and contribute or help out as needed. Now, this week's newsletter. The Art of Delegating. Most of us have more things to do than we have time to get them done, and we're constantly looking for another hour in the day. And since we won't find more hours, we need to either accept that some things won't get done, or we can change the way we do them. Delegating is a scary word for most of us. We don't believe that anyone can do a job as well as we can. If we delegate a task to someone else, there isn't any guarantee the job will be done right, on time, or at all, for that matter. There's also the problem of training. How good of an instructor are you, and do you have time and the desire to do the training? When you stop and think about all the effort required to train someone, you might decide it's easier to just do the job yourself. And what happens if someone else does the job far better than you ever could have? That can hurt our pride just a little. It's easy to fool yourself into believing you're better off not delegating until you realize the things you're supposed to do aren't getting done. Do what you do best and let others handle the rest. And when you delegate, things get done. If they don't, your directions may be unclear, or you're delegating to the wrong people. It is important to stay focused on the things that make a difference to your bottom line. Delegating might not improve your bottom line, but it can definitely improve your life. The time you gain is time that can be spent with your family without worrying about what isn't getting done. And when you're delegating, make sure you're clear on what needs to be done and agree on a time frame for completion. If training is needed, be available to answer questions or lend a hand during the training phase. You'll be tempted to jump in and do that for them, or correct them on little details that aren't all that important. Keep your hands off unless you're asked to step in. Let them know of others who can provide information or assistance, and ask for periodic reports so you know progress is being made. Think twice before you hand a project to someone who's never done that type of work before. You might find yourself on a rescue mission that requires more time than you saved. Accept that the job might not get done the way you would have done it, and it might not get done right the first time. Give your helper some slack. Let them make mistakes without going ballistic. You might have made those same mistakes yourself. Stuff happens in this business, and there are a lot of ways to spell stuff, all starting with S. Keep track of your projects, both who has them and their progress. Praise in public and correct in private. You'll discover that if others are trained and treated with respect, most of them will bust their behinds to help you get things done. Let them, and you'll find yourself with more hours in the day to do what you do best. Thanks again for watching, and may the profits be with you.